That's the thing about living this far north. In the summertime, it stays light forever, but this late into the year, try and get an early start on a Saturday morning and the stars are still out, but I see some light on the horizon, so we'll go ahead and get started. Winter's been a little kind so far. We haven't had much for snow, but I'm sure it's coming. But for now, it's supposed to be a decent day today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and gut the interior of the cab, and I've reached out to the same awesome folks at the Day Cab Company. They're the same group out of Tennessee that built the interior panels for Little by Little. And they've offered to help me out make a perfect movie replica copy of the interior panels from the Smokey and the Bandit truck. So what we're gonna do is get all these panels out of here, get the seats out of there, lower the roof cap, and there's probably a pile of mouse nests in there. So we gotta be careful with that stuff. So I got a big jug of bleach, and obviously wear the mask because you don't wanna mess around with hantavirus. And we'll see if we can get this stripped down. We'll also strip down the bunk and get these panels sent off to get the replica ones made. So
Pitter patter, let's get at it!
okay, so while we wait for the sun to come up, I figured we can work inside the garage here and maybe get started on the bunk. So open the little doors up. Obviously this is a 36-inch wide bunk as opposed to the big 63-inch in the Pete. So I'm gonna have to just try and work at it from each side and from the hole in the front. Now, I'm not sure how these guys come off of there. I don't know if it's just a cover for the screw. I assume that is, or maybe they're just push pins that you can just pull out, but we're gonna figure that out. We'll get these panels out of here. They're actually in pretty decent shape. Other than that, looks like I got some water damage from the leaking sleeper boot. So those guys got kind of curled in, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. But we'll still get some new ones made up. I'm just playing with the little deals here, and as I was saying, I don't think they're screws. They actually are. They're clips. They're push-in clips. There we go. So something like that. So it's a quick install. You just push them through all the holes, and pretty easy. So we'll just pop all these out all the way around, and these panels should flip right out of here. Well, that's a good sign. The poison blocks I put in there haven't been eaten, so maybe they haven't been in here, at least since I brought it home. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's some cobwebs. There's the controller for the heat. Oh yeah, good old-fashioned bulbs for lots of heat and melt the plastic. Yeah, so pop those out of there. This looks like it used to be a curtain rod. Probably when you were sleeping in here, you could close that up so you don't let the light in. All right, those years of water coming through there. This plywood's pretty rotten. I have a feeling I'm sitting on here, I'm gonna fall right through. It's gonna need to be replaced. I was looking at these cool little isolators to let the power wire come through the sleeper without grounding, and then give you power for your spotlights. There's a telltale sign. A little critters have been in here, so we'll mat that down with some bleach solution, and I'll definitely be wearing a mask before I start dropping these panels. All right, let's get this cleaned up. So you want to make sure you use nice strong bleach solution before you start disturbing it. I've read a lot about this, and the worst thing you can do is start using a vacuum cleaner, because what that does is it turns it into an aerosol and blows it around as it gets sucked into the vacuum cleaner and then out the air discharge. So you want to make sure you just wet it down real good and kill all those germs or bacteria or whatever virus. Whew, what's it smell like, Clint?
Bleach smells like bleach.
Well, that was pretty easy. Once I got all those stupid clips out, had to be careful with them because if you yanked on them too hard, it would could potentially break the plastic. So, yeah, don't see any mouse nests up there. This thing actually had pretty good insulation in it. So we'll still tear all that out of there. We'll put some new stuff up there. But yeah, now I just need to figure out a way to give this guy a twist and send it out the door without breaking it. Yeah, so I'm not crazy about these clips. They probably saved the original guys who put this truck together a lot of time, because they would just take these clips and basically just line them up to the hole and probably whack them in with a hammer. So they were quick to put together, but they're a real pain to pull out one at a time. But we're making decent progress. So if I peel this back and take a look, you can see they actually had this bunk pretty well insulated back in the day, but we'll still peel all this out of here and go with some newer stuff. But yeah, we're making some pretty good progress here. So I'll just keep pulling all of these clips and we'll get these panels out, and then we'll pull the insulation. I'm still wearing the mask when I take it apart because I don't see any nests yet, but given what we found on the other side there that we bleached out, I'm willing to bet there's probably a surprise in here somewhere. So just to be safe, I'll continue wearing the mask as we take it all apart. Cool. Oh, yeah, we'll probably get some new hose. That's a little brittle. Oh, check that out. Looks like we had the start of another wasp nest going on. Minty old saw. Tube of grease. All kinds of goodies here. There. It's all cleaned out. I bleached the walls, bleached the floor. She's looking pretty good. We'll wait till that dries, and then what I might do, if the weather gets above zero, I'd like to lay some black over top of that god-awful brown. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And one thing I noticed is this is probably the time to get rid of this dent. So I'll try and bang that guy out as best I can. It shouldn't be too hard, it's just aluminum. That way we can put less body filler in there. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's not too bad. Slight thin layer of filler, and I think that'll make that just mint. Beauty. Heading south. Lucky. All right, let's get at her. Yeah, these trucks come apart awfully easy. Then the real work begins. So have to mask this all off, and I'm gonna paint it black. But trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this seat. Ultimately, what I'd like to do is have a couple little short Bostrom seats with low backs right on the floor. But that wouldn't be movie accurate. The movie truck actually had this little jump seat in it, so it's in decent shape. It could probably be recovered. There's a couple little tears in it, but it might be salvageable. I guess to stay movie accurate, I'd leave it in there, but I was looking in this little cubby hole here, and check out this authentic piece. This fire extinguisher's been around for a while. Who here has seen a nozzle like that before? Okay, well that's why you have that big cover there. That's where your primary air tank is. I was thinking about that last night going, there's only 2 tanks on the back and there's supposed to be 3 in a truck. So the primary air is actually inside the cab. So maybe we will stick with that authentic mount. Yeah, this tank actually looks in pretty good shape. Obviously just sitting inside the cab, it's not exposed to the elements, so we might be able to reuse that. And then you look underneath. So there's where the airlines go into it. Oh, those are gonna be rusty and hard to get out of there for sure. All right. Oh, what a treat this has been to get all this stuff off of here. Oh, I love old trucks. A little bit of dirt in there. What I thought was interesting was this guy here. It wasn't plumbed into any lines, and looks like there's a vent screen there. So I wonder if this was a safety blow-off valve, just an old school one. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but I think I'll just upgrade it with a newer valve. Okay, if I can get out of here, we can see if we can get this tank out. Oh, okay. Here we go. One primary tank. And a little bit of crud in there. And that where that blow-off valve, I don't know if you can see where that blow-off valve was plugged into, is just plugged with dirt. So a little bit of surface rust. I think she might be salvageable. We'll blow it all out. And then maybe consider reusing it, or depends if I want to stay original or if I want to put in a couple low seats on the ground. If the latter, then I'd have to relocate that tank somewhere underneath on the frame, but we'll see. So we'll get this trim out of here, and I think I'll just about be done with the passenger side. So what I was thinking, I've got 2 options. I can either go with carpet. I've got enough carpet left over from the I had another roll of carpet left over from the Little by Little project, but I have a feeling I haven't seen a Kenworth with a lot of carpet on the floors. I think they were all rubber floors, and I do have a roll of rubber floor from the day cab company, so I think I'm going to go with a rubber floor for this one, just to kind of keep it authentic, and it's a little more I guess what would you say, a little more resistant to wear and tear. But I think this will be pretty easy. Similar shape to the Peterbilt. Just have to cut the holes for the lines, and then obviously around the pedals there, and then just the opening for the shifter. But I think it'll be pretty simple. Let me know if you think it should be carpet or rubber floor. Now I'm gonna have to dig at a few of them to get these off of here. That still makes me laugh. Seatbelt's broken. Just tie a knot in it, it'll be fine. Okay, let's get this seat out of here. One more bolt. Oh, one thing I actually found when I was doing cleaning out the sleeper bunk is this. I knew right away what this was. This is the cover to hold the 4 batteries in place. I'm so glad I found it, because I was wondering how I was going to keep the batteries from moving around. And then it just uses really long bolts like that and holds them all from sliding around. So that was a heck of a find. Okay, let's see if the seat comes out of here. Oh. Go. What? I wonder if that giant steel plate they had underneath there is seized on. More it ain't. Come on, old seat. Okay, get some pry bars. I think because this is an aluminum plate and it's steel bolts in there, of course, I always say they never play nice together, and it just kind of welded itself in there. Get out of there. Unreal. Are you kidding me? Look at this. One deal holding it on there. Come on. Oh, okay. Where'd I put my hammer? This would be the easiest thing to come out of here. Being the hardest. This seat just doesn't want to leave. There. Out you go. Little trucks are awesome. Okay, let's continue to get rid of the gross. And we'll pull out the one of the back floor panel here. Oh. I'll keep this though, because it'll be a good template, obviously, to make the new one. Lovely. So what do you think? Should we reuse the floor or get a new one? Yeah. Lots of years of wear and tear. Yeah, it's an easy replacement though. What's going on here? It looks like this was a homegrown fix to keep the wires connected to the high and low switch. You kids today don't know, but you used to be able to change your high and low beams with your foot, which was awesome. Yeah, so we'll probably fix this up. That's probably a bit of a fire hazard there. Well, I knew I was in for a treat somewhere. So it looks like we've had some critters making a little mess. Looks like the wasps were in here. And the mice made a little house. Boy, just harboring all kinds of nature. Oh, that was just gross. Oh, I hate mice. At least it's all wetted down with bleach and got the nests out of there. And hopefully there's nothing up there. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the roof liner now, and I could see that there's already some little mouse nests up there. So I got masked up. I just gotta take the radio off. There we go. Oh, I forgot two, darn it. There she goes. Oh, okay. So how bad is it? Oh yeah, they've been in here. Oh, yuck. All right, let's get all this crap out of here.
Shitty job.
Without a doubt, that is the worst part of a restoration. Is getting the mouse nests out of there. Not just because it's gross, but you never know if it could kill you. So you got to be careful. But as I always say, I usually end up pretty happy with that. And in this case, I'm pretty tickled. All right. On to the next stage.